In their keynote speeches, the summit leaders collectively warned of the situation in Sudan and the urgent need to reach a permanent ceasefire to protect the country and its people.
Like any conflict, the consequences are catastrophic on the civilians, and it forces them to be displaced, whether inside or outside Sudan.
Our sisterly nation of Sudan is bleeding. The moment in 2020 we had all celebrated, which signaled a new beginning for a democratic and a stable Sudan, has now vanished.
After a closed session, the African leaders endorsed an Egyptian initiative announced in the final declaration. It includes establishing a committee of the foreign ministers of the 7 neighbors. Their role is to present a practical and effective plan to achieve a permanent ceasefire in Sudan, conduct direct talks with Sudanese sides to outline a roadmap for peace in coordination with the African Union and Arab League, adopt an effective mechanism that will limit the impact of Sudan conflict on its neighbors. The first meeting of this committee will be in Chad. The initiative did not include the deployment of a peacekeeping force in Sudan, a proposal rejected by Sudan's government at the IGAD summit this week. The final statement confirmed the need to maintain the sovereignty and unity of Sudan, and that the neighbors should lead the way to a successful resolution.
The neighbors of Sudan specifically are the most affected by the crisis and the most aware of its complications, which requires that our countries unify our vision and stance towards the crisis and take united decisions to help solve the conflict.
But there were warnings it would be a tough challenge, citing the failed attempts for reconciliation by regional and international powers since fighting broke out in mid-April.
This is a good initiative, but is the beginning of a very long process to transform the Sudanese people from danger to safety. It will need huge efforts, time and capabilities.
Huge efforts indeed, but time is not a luxury anymore. The leaders at the summit have made it clear they seek a quick solution to the Sudan conflict because they have acknowledged that a prolonged crisis would have a damaging political, economic and social impact on the region. This is Yasser Hakim for CGTN, Cairo, Egypt.